Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Kid Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocky. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Mountaineers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. From the gun, plows through the defense. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical. We're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Trying to get started. Spin move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Changing the routes with his receivers. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Sets his feet. It's Mendoza. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
All the way back to the 15. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Offense in a split backfield. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The shot to clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on 1st down. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, it's Edwards. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, pressure's coming. Buying some time. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
The Appalachians stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Got an alley. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Push is ahead. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Running right, it's Durham. Across the 45. Whoa, look out on the right. He is in. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Throwing, Lopez. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. In the red area, it's Durham. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. The play fake. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mendoza. They're all over him. And he never had a chance.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Here's Lopez to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hardy.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Churns into the pile. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Hits inside. It's Durham. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. looking for a man. It's Mendoza. He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turning it on at the 30. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, App State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right down the middle. It's caught. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Lopez to the air again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Picked off, and he's got open room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know.
Turns it on down the left side. The 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Coastal. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mendoza. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the draw, it's Durham. Got enough for the first down. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to take a shot. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Making the adjustment. The fake wants to throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the tight end. Lopez. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Lopez wants to fire, and he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This one's complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the shot to clear is headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing, Lopez. He unleashes a long one. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. He's got an open man. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Play action on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. Inside and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Finds a crease, it's Edwards. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 19 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Red Raiders who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On first down, it's Durham again. Pass to 6. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a give to Durham. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Handoff, Caden Durham.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. He's changing the play. On third down, here's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes like running.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, App State. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll run it. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Coastal Carolina!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking left. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Hey, this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. field, this one in tight quarters. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Durham one more time. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Durham. He's past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. Caden Durham again. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, App State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Enough to move the chains. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it back to him. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the shot to clear has come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing bold. Got it.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snap to the back. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is